Honestly,
about September though, it's worse than January because you haven't even got the Christmas before it.
yeah, you haven't got 30 quid for a jumper, mate. 30 quid for a 3 to 4 jumper. Fix up. Sorry.
Yes, people, welcome back to DadPod. My name is NT.
I'm Chris.
I'm Bobby.
And I'm Will.
And on DadPod, we talk about being dads, life, parenting, and everything in between. If you're new here, welcome. And if you're not new here, welcome back. I hope you've subscribed already. I hope you've dropped a like in previous episodes. But if you do like what you see and you're new, make sure you stay till the end. Like, subscribe, and all that good stuff. So on this episode, as it's nearing a close to summer holidays, I thought we'd talk about back to school and all the expenses that come with it.
Madness. Madness. There's already sighs going around the room.
My wallet's
genuinely-
got an echo.
Yeah.
I actually genuinely
That's
thought
like-
I would be like excited for back to school. Like, yes, they're gonna have my kids again for 6 hours a day. Peace. But it comes with a really hefty bill, doesn't it, lads? Like, gone are the days where your mum used to buy the iron logo and go to Asda, buy the normal coloured jumper and iron on the logo. Them days are gone. It's 30 quid for a jumper, mate. 30 quid for a 3 to 4 jumper. Fix up. Sorry, I feel passionate against it.
I'm annoyed. My girls' school now, it's like you have to wear the branded stuff, and it's like that's cool, but if you're gonna let them paint and get paint on it, then you can buy a new one.
Yeah, because the branded polos.
To buy the branded stuff.
This is what really gets me. The branded polo shirts, yeah. I mean, kids have to wear like a certain colour. I won't say the colour because, yeah, but they have to wear a certain colour. But the branded logo version is £10.50 for one polo. Now, I've got 2 kids, so that means 10 polos, so they have one each day. 210 quid for polos? I'm sorry, I go to Sainsbury's, you get a 5-pack for £7.50.
Don't you just need 5 though?
No,
It's like there's 5 days in a
Yeah, but I've got 2
do you know what,
kids,
though?
so
Really
10.
and truly,
Yeah.
Because 5 each,
yeah.
innit?
really and truly, if they go into school with the non-logo stuff, are they really going to send them home?
Well, if they do,
Yeah,
I'm going to tell them, like, you're ruining their education, not me, because I'm broke, yeah, and you're telling me because I'm broke, my kids can't come to school. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to stand outside the gate with a picket thing, going, I'm broke, because I'm broke, you're saying they can't come to school. That's what I'm going to do. I've planned it.
Give them a fine for their
This
time.
episode's
Yeah, I'm going
sponsored
to
by
give the
Monster.
school a fine. I'm going to fine the school. I'm going to
He's very
fine the
excited at
school.
the moment. Very passionate.
I won't stand outside any school, don't worry. Half Bobby.
Nah, but real talk though, like,
Done himself again. I didn't even have to say anything to him that time. He just looked at me and he knew.
guys,
I think I missed that. But
yeah, I missed it as
I'll
well.
catch it on the.
I said I won't stand outside any schools, don't worry. And Bobby started laughing. Apparently it's concerning if I stand outside of school.
Especially if it's not your son's school.
Yeah, exactly. Real talk though, like school uniform is getting a bit expensive, and on top of that, you've got to buy all this stuff before it runs out in the school holidays.
Yep.
So it's another expense on top of entertaining your children,
Holiday.
going holiday and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So it all just adds up, man. It all adds up.
Yeah. So September and January are sort of like
It's mad, isn't it?
you're desolate.
Yeah. Bottom of the barrel. Trying to
Worse
honestly,
about September though, it's worse than January because you haven't even got the Christmas before it.
yeah, you haven't got. You know what it is? You don't
had
get
the
to
trauma
celebrate. See,
You have the
with
post-Christmas blues, but without the Christmas.
with New Year, you're right. With Christmas, at least you get to see what all your money's been through up the wall at, and you get to celebrate and enjoy it. I'm not going to put a 3 to 4 year old jumper on, am I?
I mean,
No.
you might.
Mine.
I'm not. I need to stop walking myself into this. I cuss them for being old, so they cuss me for being small. Brilliant, even though they're all pretty much, well, not all. Only Natty is the same height as me.
I'm actually taller than you.
By like a centimetre, bruv. You're worse than my twin. My twin says the same, and he's only like a centimetre taller than me. Allow it.
Taller.
No, but seriously, I wouldn't mind the logo stuff, and I get the school uniform shops need to stay in business. I get that. Just sell me the logo patch. I've got an iron. I will iron it on. It's simple. sell me the patches so I can buy the patches from you, and I'll go to Asda or Sainsbury's or wherever.
Patches thing, the patches, like the patches as well. Like it's unnecessary. I think. Don't get me wrong. Like I like to buy like the proper uniform, one set of each for each of them.
Yeah.
But then if I know like there's certain stuff going on, like my youngest is terrible. So my eldest had one for a whole year. My youngest had one for half a week. ruined.
Same.
Ruined. And if there's got like, so then I didn't buy another one because it's like I'm not spending that much money every time she ruins.
Yeah.
one.
Because there's a difference. Like when they get older, they're actually like doing lessons and learning about maths and English and all that. Other stuff.
Yeah.
When they're younger, it's more play.
Yeah.
So they're getting dirty. They're using paint. They're playing in mud and all this stuff.
See, that's
I knew from day one that I ain't getting my son the
logo
the
stuff.
logos.
Yeah.
Nah, because he comes home with dinner all over him.
Did they send?
He'll draw on himself? And
Did they say
stuff like
anything
that.
about the non-logo
Exactly.
stuff?
Like I'm not paying.
Did they say anything about the non-logo stuff? Because for me, it's my kid's
Nah,
first year
he's-
in school and the first time I've ever put.
So
children in.
my
His school's
kids,
all right.
Yeah.
They-
my
they're
kids
fine
have
with
like the one logo jumper. The polo shirt has no logos on it, and they have to wear their house color for when they do PE and stuff.
Man,
and
they've got houses.
Yeah, they've got houses. Didn't you have houses in primary school?
No, I had it in secondary. In primary school, we had insects.
Oh yeah, like houses was a big thing. in
We was
primary school.
insects. So, like,
That's houses, basically.
I was the ladybug in it.
Yeah,
Like, that's
yeah,
what I was in.
that's
Ladybug.
your
house.
Oh, is that
That's
houses?
your
Yeah.
Oh, when you say house, I think of Harry Potter and Gryffindor and all them.
That's basically what it is.
Yeah.
It's
Their
the same,
houses had a
same
name.
concept.
Yeah,
Same
but the thing
concept.
is, you could be in the class with someone who was in a different
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
insect group.
Same concept.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, primary school for the insane.
fine. It's funny how we knew this, and we're further removed from primary school.
Yeah,
This is true. I only left like last week. didn't I?
yeah.
One day,
That
that's get
ticket.
kind of monster.
Yeah, so what I was saying is, they've got one item of clothing with the logo on. The rest don't have the logos, and they've never been sent home. We've never been told about it because the majority of kids that go to school, they're in the same boat.
Yeah. To be fair, I've only bought 2 jumpers for each of them, which has already set me back 120 quid. So that's before I even get to the shoes. Fortunately, I had a mature conversation with their mum, and it went well when she's buying the polos and the trousers for them. So that's all ticked off with that. But then it's like, I've still got to get the PE kit, got to get the shoes. And the shoes now, they've said can be trainers, which is even better because my kids will. I tried taking them to buy some Clarks, and they're not about the Clarks.
Yeah, a little bit of advice there is like, because I've done it where I've tried to buy the cheaper shoes thinking they're just going to get ruined.
Yeah. This
They
is
get run through
yeah.
so
this
quick
is
that,
why I'm
like-
gonna buy them.
But
Like,
then I bought some like the obviously girl shoes for my girls, and like I bought some Skechers for my eldest, and they're actually amazing.
Yeah.
Like they've lasted so
Yeah.
well, and she's very active, running around all the time.
Yeah,
So the first year reception when my eldest son went, he ran through like 3 pairs of shoes.
was you buying like just the standard shoes?
yeah,
on
just the standard
15
ones,
quid
yeah.
pair, like.
Standard shoes like from
That
like Shoe
fall
Zone
apart
and
very
stuff. They
quick.
just fall apart. So I was like, I'm not doing that. Is next year when he's in year 1. So like I kind of researched it on like Instagram and whatever, like what the best school shoes are. And I can't remember the
Kickers are supposed to be good, aren't they?
yeah
Quality.
yeah,
It's good quality.
I can't
Kickers.
I can't remember
So did I.
I can't remember what profile it was.
When I
But,
wore
they
them.
recommended
100 shot power.
these Adidas shoes.
Okay.
100
Yeah, and they literally lasted him the whole year.
See, the thing
He
is,
still has about 6 months.
the only downside is the school has specifically put in brackets no logos, and then they put in capitals Adidas or Nike. They've actually
if
put
they're,
that
if
in.
they're
Are
blacked
you
out
getting the
though,
black
Yeah.
and black?
As long as they haven't got a Nike tick on them, they can have them. But they're not allowed to wear like plain black with a tick on. It doesn't matter whether it's a black tick, a white tick, yellow tick, green tick.
you
It can't be
even-
Nike.
That's a bit mad. 'cause you
They
can't even
basically
notice
banned Nike and Adidas, and I think the reason behind it, when I was speaking to him, is inclusivity. because there's going to be kids without Nike and Adidas. But I get it, but the Nike ones are going to last them longer than the.
These days, New Balance and bloody Gola.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Even the that's, this is what I was about to say. Like, the thing
Like,
is,
I know I'm wearing New Balance myself right now, but
they're expensive. now.
when did they become a thing?
No, this is what I'm saying. When I was in college,
Tell us.
when I was in
We're the ones
college,
wearing Nike and Adidas.
when I was in college, so like literally yesterday, I wore New Balance and everybody ripped me a new backside, like because there was 30 quid. Like there was like some 30, 35 pound techers when I bought them, and like there was just cheap daily techers for me. Like so everyone ripped me a new backside. Nowadays, I'm seeing kids like going mad about them, and they're like 100 or something quid. I'm like,
nuts.
you're mad. I've still got the New Balance. They're wrecked and that, but I've still got them, and I'm like, these were 30 quid.
Yeah.
And like,
Their marketing
Supply and
in
demand,
recent
isn't it?
years it's been crazy.
Yeah,
Supply and demand,
we
like
saw-
people
saw
want to buy
some-
them.
it's crazy. That's what I'm saying. Like you
We
can
saw
say,
some for my youngest, and she 2, and like they're charging like 60, 70 quid.
yeah,
for
I
the
spent
pair.
I spent 90 quid on Jordans, man.
Trainers now, though.
Ridiculous.
I won't do it, but yeah,
That's standard for my trainers. It's like-
when I this was a long time ago, but when I was 19, all I used to wear was like Air Force Ones in it, and Air Force Ones was £60.
yeah, there you go.
60.
they're not now.
They're like
Not
100,
now.
like about 100 quid
Not
now.
now.
You're about 110, 120.
Yeah.
like for a pair of Air Force.
Yes, if I went into a shop to buy Air Force Ones with £60, I'd be coming out with the same size as my
Yeah.
son.
Or you come out with one shoe. Just to let they'll be like, oh, you ain't got enough for the pair.
Yeah, I'd be
have
coming
your
out
shoe.
with one shirt and they'd be telling me to walk back in the shop.
No, but one thing which I didn't know, schools, don't know if all schools do it. I know my children's school are doing it. They have a second-hand sale. I'm not. I'm not gonna do it because I can personally afford to get. Even though it's expensive, I'm gonna get the. I believe
they
that for
call
the
it,
people who can't necessarily afford it, but they have
Call
like
it the repurpose box.
yeah, and they have a thing where as well at the end of the year, because I was told about this, keep all the kids' uniform, drop it off to the school, and you'll get a
Yeah,
voucher.
yeah.
You'll get a voucher like that. It's basically you exchange that to get a discount on next year's uniform. 'Cause you've dropped it off to their second-hand shop.
Yeah.
Then they're gonna create their own second-hand shop in the school, and people that can't afford the new uniform get it cheaper from the second-hand shop.
It's really good in so many ways.
Yeah,
It's
I
like,
think it's good.
It gives families with like lesser incomes the opportunity to get school uniform that is going to be in fairly good nick because I'm
Yeah.
assuming they're not going to take absolutely everything.
Yeah, they won't.
With like stains on it and everything.
Not taking my lads.
Chris don't qualify for the vouchers now.
Also, it reduces.
I love the idea that your son's just walking around and it's like camo, but it's food colours.
We do run it through the wash, obviously. But it's
There's
still
only so much a wash can do.
every,
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. That's the
There's only so much a washing machine
every
does.
day. Like put him in clean in the morning. Comes home like caked in like mashed potato and bloody gravy and everything.
I mean, does he actually eat at school, or is he just like?
Is he wearing it?
Where's it?
That's
Where's
what it
it?
seems like.
That's
says he
like my
eats,
youngest
but-
as well, to be fair.
Talking on food, actually,
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
kids
go on
and
then.
school meals.
Free school meals.
So one thing
Or
I
not
didn't
free
know
school meals.
is right, not free school meals, right? But one thing I didn't know, and I weren't told by the school's admissions team. I was told by like another person within the school, another staff member, was that universal free school meals exists now, which is from the minute your child's school age, so
Yeah.
reception, until the end of year 2, so until they start year 3, they're entitled to free school meals, regardless of your income, regardless of whether you're actually entitled to free school meals as a family or not. Your children are entitled to free school meals now. Thanks, Bobs. And I think, and I think that's a brilliant thing.
Yeah.
What annoys me is, why does it cut off at year 3? I'm
Yeah.
sorry, my child still needs to eat when they get to year 3,
Yeah.
and I'm not paying £5 for them to have a flat
think-
jack that
well,
they
it's-
can't even have in a certain
we're
shape.
looking at this the wrong way. I mean, thank you to Marcus Rashford for making that.
Yeah.
Shout out,
Yeah.
shout out.
Anyway, but this is the problem when something gets given, people are then all like, well, why doesn't it carry on? Well, why don't we get given this as well? Why don't we get given this as well? Like you just said there, like you're not going to use a second-hand sale because you're
Yeah,
okay
yeah,
with
yeah,
buying the
yeah.
main stuff.
But
So,
what I'm
like-
not okay with doing is paying £5 for a lunch that I could create for less than £5 every day.
Yeah, do it then.
Yeah, I will. But that's what I'm saying. It shouldn't be that my child. No, but then my child. No, that's what I'm going to do. But then my child's going to go sit at a table in the canteen with a packed lunch while everyone's there and people. But I remember being that
not
kid.
everyone's gonna.
No,
the
but I
kids
remember
who-
being that kid in
trust me,
school though,
trust me,
yeah,
trust me,
where
the
I had a
kids are
packed lunch
hating.
and kids took the out of me for having a packed lunch.
That's
because
the
I was
wrong
a
way
packed lunch
around.
kid.
That never happened at
That
my
happened to
school.
me in school. That's what I'm saying.
'Cause
from
everyone
personal
knows
Was it the type
experience.
of sandwiches you had though?
Possibly. It might have been. I don't know. All I know is like they used to take the mick because I was the kid that never had school meals.
Was you like the only kid that didn't have school?
There was about 5 of us, but it was a smaller section of us at that time. Like,
Yeah,
I was
because
getting
cause that's the
meals.
thing. Like, it does generally work out cheaper to have the school meals because, especially for what you're getting, like it does work out cheaper than a packed lunch, depending on what you have in the packed lunch, I guess. But
Yeah, I don't know. I beg to
Yeah, really
differ.
dunkers.
I beg to differ. It just depends because the thing is, if you buy things in bulk, if you buy things in bulk, a loaf of bread is what 50, 60p. If you get the Asda's own brand one, you can get jam or ham or a bread filler for £1, £2. So there you go. You've already got the main bulk for 5 meals for less than for about £3. And they're charging you £5. No, I will do that. I'm just saying. I just think either the prices need to be reasonable and somewhat realistic, or
Subsidisation.
yeah,
but that's what's happened up until year 3. You don't have to worry about it.
yeah. That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. It's a brilliant. I think it's brilliant that everyone gets
But
free.
like,
school
and
meals
obviously,
year
it'd be
three.
lovely if kids didn't, if no one ever had to worry about it. But obviously, someone has to pay for it.
Yeah, of course.
So like,
The
if
government with the
more
taxes.
like, and to be fair, I'd probably be willing to pay a bit more on something else if it meant that was the case and stuff. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, I think we probably all generally would. But
Yeah,
it's very easy for us all to just be like, oh, well, we should get that, and we should get that, and we should
In
get
that situation, I'm just gonna leave it to my kids. Like, if they want the school dinners, they can have that. If they don't, then we'll do the lunches.
Fair play.
But like realistically, a lot of parents ain't really got the time to be
Yeah.
lunch.
yeah, packed luncheon.
Yeah, there's that as well. It's the time that goes into
Yeah,
it.
you have
And
to
then
you have
you've
to
got
do it
take time, like,
every
days to sort
single
it.
night. You have to prepare a packed lunch or in the morning, first thing in the morning, and when you're getting your kids ready, that's
Yeah.
Like, in my situation,
do
that's
it night
just
before.
like, I do not need that hell added to my day.
Exactly. Like it's chaotic enough.
shout out to the missus who does my kids' packed lunches when they was in nursery. Because now when they was in nursery, they didn't get free school, nothing. You have to pay or do the packed lunches. So my missus did all the packed lunches. Shout out because I couldn't have.
food included into the price
No.
you were paying?
No, it was separate. So
I'm going to shout out my childminder again because she sorts my girls out something to eat before they go to school and that as well.
shout out.
My youngest at her nursery, she eats better than we do.
See,
They eat really healthy, don't
the
they?
thing is, the nursery
Yeah.
did do good standard meals, but the only thing
So
I
they should for
I
£10
was
a
just
month.
pricing it up, man. I was just pricing it up because the nursery was charging £5 a day for the lunches.
Yeah.
So that's £10 a day for me, for my
Yeah.
children to eat lunch.
Yeah.
It didn't add up. The money's better spent on my children elsewhere than on them getting a ham and cheese wrap from nursery. So I'd rather I subsidised it that way. But like now they're in school, we ain't got to worry about it till they're like 7.
So I'll double check that though because I still had to pay last year. I still had to pay for
Snacks.
pay for the youngest in reception because she wasn't technically school age because the reception's kind of like preschool.
No, because reception's compulsory from 4 onwards.
Yeah.
Reception's
Reception's
compulsory.
not compulsory.
Well, I was told it was.
Yeah, it's not compulsory.
You on about reception or preschool?
Yeah, because
Reception?
preschool's
So I didn't-
optional,
I
but from
didn't
the
get
age of
free
4,
school
you need to be in
reception.
education.
School, yeah.
Yeah,
Reception's the first year in school.
Okay.
It's compulsory
Yeah.
from the age of 4, you need to be in education.
Yeah,
It's a compulsory matter that is.
Your child has to go to reception.
You can choose if
That's
your
it.
child goes to preschool, which is 3 to 4. But you can't choose if your child goes to reception. You have to homeschool them. You have to prove you've got a homeschooling alternative.
Yeah.
It's a legal thing. From 4 to 18, you have to be in education in this country.
Oh, I've got confused here. I was paying last year. I didn't have to pay for the eldest, but I did have to pay for the youngest because she was in the preschool.
Yeah,
there you go.
But she
That's
was at
it.
the school.
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
what-
yeah, yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Right.
Nah, 'cause
Yeah,
school,
yeah, yeah.
My children's school
She was at
does
the
that as well.
preschool,
They have a
that's all.
preschool there, but I didn't send them to.
That blew my
the
mind for a
preschool.
second. I was like, hang on a minute.
Bobby was so like,
Sure,
huh?
this is right.
But
Do
yeah,
not
so
panic. They are gonna get
free school meals
free
in
school
reception.
meals in reception. Don't worry.
Yes.
Again, thank you, Marcus Rashford.
Yeah, shout
Yeah.
out to Rashford for that.
Now he's doing it in Spain.
He is
Yeah,
indeed.
he's in Barca.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
See, this is what I mean. I'm not a football guy. Sorry, I can't chip in on that.
Before we go down the rabbit hole of football, let's get back to
Yeah. Nice
school.
swerve back.
You were saying something
Yes.
about
So
a good tip.
I saw the other day this video from Martin Lewis. We'll whack it in this segment.
1.3 million families are eligible. There are 825,000 of the 1.3 million are not claiming. And this is worth up to £2,000 a year of money for free. Here's how it works. It's really simple. If you are paying for childcare, you go to gov.uk, you open a tax-free childcare account. For every 80 pence you put in there, the state adds 20p. So you put 80 quid in, you get £20 added. You put 800 quid in, you get £200 added.
Okay.
Up to a maximum of £500 per quarter, so £2,000 per year of free money to pay towards childcare.
Okay.
That is a massive amount of cash for anyone shelling out, and that includes if you're only doing it for summer. You're only paying childcare for summer. As long as the place accepts tax-free childcare that most do check, then you can use this top-up. It's effectively subsidising the childcare that you pay, which is why I'm campaigning for it to be called the Working Family Childcare Top-up. Now, I say working family because we have to do who's eligible.
Yeah, the parameters.
Here's the parameters. First of all, you're paying for childcare for a child aged 11 or younger, unless they have disabilities, in which case it's 16 or younger. You need to earn at least the equivalent of 16 hours a week of national minimum wage. Now, the reason I use it in that convoluted phrasing is because national minimum wage is age dependent. But let's go for someone aged 21 or above. If you're 21 or above, it's equivalent to earning around £10,000 a year salary.
Right.
So if you're earning around £10,000 or more, 16 hours a week of national minimum wage, you will be fine. No parents or person in the place of a parent can earn over £100,000 a year. So there's a cliff edge here. You earn £99,999.99. You're fine.
Still get it.
You earn 100,000. Gone. Which is not a very fairly structured system.
Parent,
what if you're on universal credit?
Don't do tax-free childcare.
Okay, so don't swap it. Right.
No.
Okay.
So if you're on universal credit, there is an entirely separate support structure for childcare.
Gotcha.
On universal credit, you can claim if you're paying for childcare.
Okay.
Up to just over £1,000 for one child and up to £1,700 a month for two children. You get 85% of the costs of your childcare up to that maximum amount that you're paying. Now this, if you're on universal credit, you must be in work, but they're any paid work. There's no minimum. So even if you're doing a couple of hours a week, that counts if you're on universal credit. It also counts if you're on statutory, this is the thing I needed, statutory sick pay, maternity or paternity, or shared parental or adoption or neonatal care pay or maternity allowance.
Wow.
Right.
So if you're on any of those things, you can claim it. But, very important, if you claim tax-free childcare, you can lose your universal credit. So tax-free childcare is for people who are not on universal credit. Those who are on universal credit
stay there.
Stay in the universal credit system.
Yeah, lads. So as you heard in that video, like you can get up to £2,000 a year back in your childcare.
Yeah.
That like I never knew this existed until I
neither,
until I saw that video the other day, and I was like, I've been paying for my youngest nursery this whole time. Absolutely,
You could have been doing it through your childcare account and got the extra top up.
And I'm like,
So you could have saved £2,000 over the last year, which could have been better spent.
So
on-
I had to properly look into it because obviously my situation, like having the girls like on my own,
yeah,
and like I needed a childminder else, I couldn't work. So
Yeah.
I was looking into it, and what was best for me was the going through universal credit. So I'm unable to claim anything other than just like child benefit, which everyone gets. So I went through that, and I have a universal credit account, and it's literally used for childcare. So like I just report my childcare costs, and then I get 85% back.
Yeah.
It'd be a bit weird the way it works because it's like a certain
Sometimes
period
it's
to a
less
certain
than
period.
85% as well, though. Like I noticed when I did the maths.
It averages out.
Yeah.
So like you'll get if like the way a week falls and things like that might.
Yeah.
It has to be in your assessment period because when.
It goes based on your assessment.
Yeah, because you told me about this, like back in like the start of the year when I was talking to you on the way here about the thing, and so from my perspective, I wasn't entitled to universal credit at the time because my self-employed earnings and my partner's earnings combined, basically we lost the entire allowance. It didn't work out. Like we weren't eligible.
Yeah.
Because they give you like a set allowance, and every pound you earn, they take 55p off that allowance, and then whatever's left of that is what you get paid.
Okay.
That's how universal credit generally works. But then I signed up to Universal Credit off Bobby's recommendation, just to see, because the thing is, you won't get in trouble if you sign up not knowing whether you're eligible or not. You won't necessarily get in trouble as long as you've told them the truth, and they'll just come back and say, well, you're not eligible.
And
Simple.
the thing is as well, like it knows your earnings.
Yeah.
So like every time you get paid, like it will go through the system. And
Yeah,
it
'cause
knows
they
how
get
much you earn.
PAYE.
HMRC, HMRC, unless you're self-employed like me, because I have to report my earnings
do that yearly.
myself. Now, I report it to Universal Credit directly myself every month. Obviously, I do my self-returns yearly,
Yeah.
and as they make it digital, it'll be every 3 months, which is more headache. But with Universal Credit, when you're self-employed, because you're not directly reporting to HMRC monthly what you earn, so they can't then report that to DWP, you have to basically submit a monthly income thing. So how much you've made, your expenses, your mileage, whatever, and then they'll work out your net profit, and that's your take-home pay.
Yeah.
And they'll use that as your take-home pay. But if you are payee, because it's been already reported to HMRC every month by your employer through payroll, that gets automatically sent to UC. So you don't need to worry about reporting your income unless you're self-employed like me. But you do need to report the childcare costs because that's not automated. You don't pay your childcare provider, then they tell Universal Credit. You have to pay your childcare provider, send the invoice to Universal Credit, upload it into the portal that they give you, and send proof of you paying it through your bank statement as well. So you upload both of them, and then they say, all right, sweet, we're going to put that on your calculation this month.
Yeah.
But it is 85%, but key term up to 85%. So
And
there's been
you can't backdate either, can
yeah,
you?
you can't.
Which is
Well,
like the-
it depends.
the
It
kicker.
kind of depends. It does kind of depend. You can't necessarily backdate
Yeah.
as far as say like child benefit, where you get like your 3-month backdate or whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
But if one of the payments you've recently made falls within a certain in your first assessment period, you can still get that one. It's not too
Okay.
late to get that one. But my advice is when you pay it, once you've paid the day you pay it, get the invoice, send it over to on your journal
Yeah,
or your
just get it
portal.
done straight
Do
away
it
and
that
it's there
day
then.
so you don't miss the deadline for that payment. Otherwise,
Yeah.
if you miss the deadline for that payment, you can't pull it into next month's.
Yeah.
And so on and so forth, sort of thing. But yeah, it's a really handy thing. 'Cause I didn't know
Yeah.
at all. When I was doing the research,
To these things, man.
I
Yeah, so
honestly,
was I, to be
it's
honest.
a lot of there's a lot of like red tape and stuff around it as
Yeah.
well, and it's not broadly advertised. Like it's not something you see pushed in your face every day.
Yeah,
Like, oh
yeah.
yeah, by the way, guys, you can get $2,000 off the government, or you can get money off Universal Credit.
So to like break it down like in simple terms, like if your household income's like over 60,000 and you have like over £16,000 in assets, then it's the tax-free childcare you want to go for, which is basically they add 20%. Anything below that, go through Universal Credit and you'll get the up to the 85% back.
Yeah.
And it will, for the most part, be 85%.
Yeah.
The assessment period's full.
Yeah, sometimes mine's fell weird.
But if you're not
So
on
like-
it,
In a little
just
less.
get on it, and by all means, if you're watching this and you don't know where to start, just reach out.
So like
We'll
that
help you out, it's no
that
problem.
assets line is that counting out homeowners and that.
Essentially, it
Was
would
it?
be
Yeah.
see, sort of, they just won't pay your mortgage,
Yeah.
so you can't put that as your rental
but
costs.
you've still got
Yeah.
your house.
The bank
is an
owns it
asset.
whilst you've got a
Your-
mortgage.
If your house is even 50k,
But under
still-
under Universal Credit, the bank still owns your house until you've paid your mortgage, so it's not directly your asset. That
They've
you,
got the
you
deed.
can't just
They've
you
got
can't
the
just
deeds.
disband that asset and take the entire amount away because you've still got to pay a
Yeah.
ton of it.
Yeah,
So it's a debt to you. So, but the only thing rule about, because I looked into this, how it's going to affect my UC claim when I go by, they won't pay my mortgage payments because I have a mortgage. They're paying towards me getting an asset.
Yeah.
They won't do
But
that.
that, to be fair to those people, it's kind of irrelevant anyway. Because if you're in that position, you're just not entitled to a benefit. So
Yeah. 9 times out of 10, if
So
you've got a
all
mortgage,
your-
you won't be
so
entitled
anyway,
to Universal
like-
Credit.
Yeah.
So
you're just submitting your childcare through that system essentially. But the one benefit, and I had it taught at the start of the year when I was like between jobs, is it automatically takes your earnings into
Yes.
account. So I did actually end up getting topped up a little bit.
yeah, it's helped me out with the self-employment being up and
and that
down.
kind of saved me really. to be
One
fair.
month I might make £3,000, but they don't carry it over. Like I might make £3,000 one month, and next month I only make 500 quid.
Yeah.
They will say, all right, well you've only made 500 quid this month, so actually here's a top up to your wages, this sort of thing. Even though I made £3,000
Yeah.
the month before, so it does actually work out nice. Like if you have a lower month as well. 'Cause
Yeah. Yeah.
Everyone has a time where your money might drop.
Yeah.
So it is
Yes.
it's helpful because otherwise, if your money drops and you haven't got that claim in the background anyway, you've got to wait 5 weeks for them to even assess you, and then you take an advance, so now you owe the money, and they're taking that off you, and it's a mad way of system. But
Essentially, just if get on the universal credit system if you can to get the childcare, because it does work out better.
Yeah.
Obviously, if you are earning more than that, then that's fair play for a start.
yeah, shout out to you.
But then there is the tax-free childcare element that you can go for as well. So there is always something, which is the most important thing to tackle.
Even if you feel like your household is over the threshold, it's probably worth
Worth looking into.
Yeah, literally,
worth
like I
checking
said,
out, man.
up until Bobby had mentioned it to me,
20%
I didn't think I was
if that
entitled
is
to
it.
any. I didn't think I was entitled to any universal credit.
Yeah.
Up until Bobby was talking about it, and like I was like, oh, I'll try it out. Actually, why not? Give it a shot.
Yeah.
It's like my mum's always said. So shout out, Mumsy. Whether you need it or you don't need it, if you're eligible when they're giving it, yeah, take it because every little helps. So yeah, just go for it.
Mrs. Green.
There's loads of
the bums.
yeah with the bums, man.
I don't agree with that though, man. That's why benefit system's mashed up.
That's the ones that are
That's a
robbing it.
conversation for another day.
And on that note,
Take it when you need it is the point.
yeah. And on that note, I think that's
Yeah, I think that's
Wrapping
it for today, man.
Hope this, really hope this has helped us out again.
yeah.
Any
Yeah.
sort of confusion, you don't know where to start, just reach out. It's not a
Yeah.
problem.
Yeah.
Obviously
Leave
not
a
all
comment down
gurus.
below about it, and we will get back to you and help you as much as we can on the information that we've given today.
Yep.
But yeah,
Yeah,
this
man.
has been DadPod, people. Peace out.
Peace out.